Alright guys, just a quick update. I did a final culling on the Shubunkin Goldfish fry from both females that I had. And let me tell you, first I'll show you what I did. I took them all out of this 125 and put them in this little 5-gallon bucket that's like 2 inches high. I got the net there and I filled this up with water, this little plastic container. It's probably, I don't know, maybe half gallon, maybe less. But you can see through it easy. So one by one I took them out of this bucket. I took them all out of the tank. One by one I put them in here. And oh my God. This is the outcross from this female here. Let me show you. This female right here, from Best Direct Koi, bred to the Sanke Gold male here. And I did that breeding only because I had the deformed, like bent spines on a lot of the Sanke Gold to Sanke Gold. I figured the outcross would be better. Well, honestly, I think I was wrong. I don't know how it's possible. An outcross shouldn't do this. But when I took them out one by one and looked at them, I had 37 of them in here. Or maybe 35, I don't know. Look what I'm left with. What's there? 2, 4, 6 of them. 6 of them, plus there's 2 of them I put in here. So there's only 8 left out of the 35 or so that were left. Let me get back to that tank. So when I was looking at them, a lot of them, their heads were real rounded, like I can't even explain that. Her heads are supposed to be a little pointy and the eye is set back. Well, a lot of them had like they ran into a wall, like a real sharply rounded head, and the mouth was on the bottom. And some of their mouths were wide, like looking, and other ones, they were tiny. They almost look like when you get like a tadpole and flip it over, they have that little mouth where they could barely get food. I don't know what the heck went on with this breeding, but that's what a lot of them kept getting. Like, I would say 3/4 of the fish that I had. And I had like probably 2,000 or 3,000 of them. It's crazy. But not only that, then they also get a lot of the gills are like curled or even deformed where they're only halfway covering. You can see right in and see the gills inside the pink fleshy part. It wasn't even covered, it was exposed. So I said, I don't want those. Obviously they're bad deformities. So out of all them thousands of fish, you're left with, like I said, 8 of them. And all the best looking ones had it. The better they looked, the worse they were. So these are the only guys left. I mean, they're not bad looking, but you lost all the good looking ones. It's like I'm depressed. It's like, what are you supposed to do? And that's from the one female. And this other female, I put her fry in the 40-gallon. I did the same thing. Was using the same exact technique with the small bucket and then one by one looking at them. I'll tell you what. I don't think there was 17 of them in her tank. And that's from this other female, the one on the top here. Again, another outcross. You would think, you know, it strengthens the genetics and they're healthier. I guess not. So out of hers, they're going to die because I can't believe it. See that one in the back? There's 2 there. This one in the back. That's the only one that looked normalish looking, and this one still looks like from the top fin to his head he has that in like it like slopes down, so it isn't perfect. But every one, I couldn't believe. Oh, and the other deformity both sets of females had, either they had the mouth that was real rounded like they hit something. There was no mouth in the front. When you looked at the front of the fish, the mouth was on the bottom. And then other ones, it looked like, I can't even explain it, more like, you guys know what a goldfish mouth looks like. It's rounded the top and the bottom comes up and kind of closes it like seals, and when they go in the gravel, it kind of looks like it pops out and they pick stuff up. Well, these ones didn't have that. You clearly saw from the side view. It looked like a salmon with the top and then a bottom, like a flat jaw, like a bird almost, like kind of like I would say like one of them little cardinals or one of them where it just opens up and it's flat looking. There was a lot of them like that too. Didn't even look goldfish like they were bred with something else. Like I said, if I had to say, it looked like a salmon, like that kind of big flat open bottom jaw. And they were deformed too. I don't know what happened, but I'll tell you, after outcrossing them, I can't believe that many deformities were in these ones, more than the Sanke Gold to Sanke Gold. So I don't even want to be honest with you. I don't even want to breed these females anymore with my Sanke Gold. It's not worth it. So I don't know. I may keep some of these ones back because they look better. A couple of them, because they are half Sanke Gold, and the ones that are best direct Koi's fish. So maybe by breeding these back to the Sanke Golds, I won't get as many deformities. Or who knows, I may get the mouths on the bottom, the ones that look like salmon mouths. I may get the gills not covered and the spines bent from the Sanke Golds from Blackwater Creek. So you don't know what you're going to get. That's what happens when you breed. I used to breed boxers for 23 years. And you could breed to try to outcross and get rid of some of the genetic traits of the one dog that are faulty. And you could get faults of both dogs, believe it or not. And that's the same with fish. I could get the faults of these guys and the Sanke Golds. It's all luck, you don't know. Or you may get none, or a little bit of each. So, I don't know. All them fry I had, I just can't get over. Even the Sanke Golds had a lot of them bent spines that kind of like aggravated you. And you put so much work into doing this. And I just can't understand all the deformities. It's ridiculous. And I'm keeping the water, I guess, around 75, 76 degrees. A good water change once a week. I'm feeding them good food. I don't get it. It's got to be the genetics. Either that or the water's toxic. But I'll be honest with you. My brother's using the same water and he just bred his, what are they? The parrotfish, the blue ones, whatever they're called. And out of all of his, and they keep breeding like crazy, you can't keep up with them. And out of all of his, he only had one or two deformed fish. It's crazy. Where with these, you're only getting a few fish that aren't deformed. And who knows? Yeah, I'm keeping these back because they don't have it, but they may be producers of all them deformities again. So it sucks. What I think I'm going to do, obviously I don't want to breed these females to a Sanke Gold, and you can't breed them together because they're both females, obviously. But what I could do is keep a male. I could actually try one of these males because it's her and him. It may be different. One of these males maybe, or it could be the same exact thing. I don't think the genetics are exactly the same on this male and this female. I know they're both from Blackwater Creek, but they're probably, may not even be related. Who the heck knows? Or they may be. It's like, that's something I'll never know because you bought them from someone else. So I could try one of these males, or grow up one of these that are half and half from a Sanke Gold in them, and you breed one of the daughter back to the father, or vice versa. Who the heck knows? I just think, I don't know, I think I'd rather stick with the Sanke Golds and just breed them, because I thought this would work by outcrossing, and boy, it didn't work. It was worse. So I'd rather have the Sanke Gold, at least, you know, you get the bent spines, but their heads, I don't think I had one with a head with the mouth in the wrong spot, and the gills with, like you saw, like right into the pink fleshy part. There was no shield covering it, the gill plate. None of them had that. They just had And when I say their tails were crooked and the spines were bent, if I would have to say out of 100 fish, probably 30 of them were bent, like the spine right before the tail, and then the rest that had like faulty tails would be on an angle coming out, not perfectly straight, or like to one side of the body more. And be honest, if you would have grew it out, I don't think you would have noticed it that much, but I didn't want to do that. Why produce something that's not right? So they didn't have what those fish had, and I don't think I'll breed those ones again. It'd be stupid. You know, it may have been bad luck, but who knows? I'm not taking a chance. So I don't know. I may buy another Sanke Gold female and just keep the Sanke Golds. I don't know. At this point, you put so much effort, time, money, and you hope for the best and it don't happen. It's very depressing. So at this point, I think I might just get another Sanke Gold female, because I do have these 3 males that are from both these guys. So I got enough males. I only have this 1 female. If you remember, I didn't like the other female because all her black faded and looked like brown in the gold see-through. And she didn't produce as nice a babies as this female did. So, I don't know. I got enough males. Maybe I'll get 1 more female. But I just wanted to update you guys. These deformities, they drive you nuts. And I look online, they say goldfish do have a lot of deformities. I mean, some people may breed them and not really take them out one by one and look at them and evaluate them good. I do. If the mouth ain't right or something, or the fin's not right, the top fin, there's another thing they had. See how his fin goes straight up? Some of them have, right where it starts, almost looks like a hinge, and it lays down all the time. When they try to put it up, it only could go halfway. And out of these ones here, I would say 10 to 15%, maybe 20% had that, and it looked like, I would say, crap. It's like the fish always looked like the fin was laying down. It couldn't put it up all the way. I don't even know if I have one like that now. It don't look like I do. But I think I got rid of all them because it just didn't look right. It always looked like kind of drab looking, but I'm picky at breeding, and I was like that with my boxers. And let me tell you, when I bred the last litter, all the professional handlers I used were the best boxer handlers in the country. They said all my dogs could be champions, and I stopped showing them at the time. And one of them could have been easily number 4 in the country because I was picky at what I did. And I believe that's how you gotta be to get it to the way you want it. If you just keep breeding for making money and you don't care about it, then your animals are going to look like worse and worse because you're not concentrating on trying to perfect what they're missing and need. And I'm the kind of guy that does that. So anyway, guys, I don't want to keep going on, but I just wanted to show you what's going on. And I mean, 6-8 fish is a lot of fish to keep anyway. They get a foot long. But I'm going to, like I said, probably concentrate, if I continue doing this, more on the Sanke Golds, because I thought they were not as bad, the deformities with the head. The head's a bad. You see the head the most. And I know that with any dog you breed, the head's like the most important thing. You see it the most. So that's bad. What I bred here, the heads were horrible. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on. Trying to better the fish. I don't care about making any money off of them. I want to make the fish better, and that's what the goal should be. But anyway, guys, that's this video, and there's what's left. Later, guys.